Hello, everyone. It's your boy, Gabe Mendez. Today is January 26th. It is 11 in the morning, and we're going to be discussing how to maximize and how to promote your listings to earn more business. Of course, the objective with every single listing in marketing is to get it sold. That's obvious. But also, additionally, how do we get that listing and maximize it to get more listings? I'm going to show you what we've been doing over the last 7 years out of the hundreds of homes that we sell, and how we can maximize each listing to get more from it. Where are we promoting it? How are we promoting it? How much money is going behind it? Exactly what is it that we're doing? So I'm going to pull up a few things for you so we can get started on that. And I just saw someone else. Elizabeth, hi. What's up? How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. All right. All right. I'm pulling up my screens. Just give me a quick sec, folks. Couple of seconds. And if you're watching this on replay, go ahead and fast forward like 2 minutes or a minute. If you're watching this again, I would say go scoot up like 60, 120 seconds. And if you're watching this live, thank you for being patient. Just trying to get this screen up so we can see it. One moment. I'm having an issue with my Yelp account, guys. One moment. All right. My phone is entered. What is going on with this thing right now? So I don't know if I told you guys in the beginning of the call, but we're experiencing like some crazy winds over here in San Diego, and it's like glitching the internet. It's messing everything up around us. It's like some crazy winds. There's a construction building, there's a construction site across the street from us, and I think they've stopped construction because of the winds. That's how aggressive the winds are right now. So give me a quick moment.
The winds are crazy over here in Rancho. Like, it's nuts. So it's everywhere right now.
Okay, yeah, that's way interesting because yeah, it's really bad to where the internet's glitching. So I'm trying to get logged in. It was logged in, and now I'm having an issue with it. All right, we're going to adjust. That's what we do. We adjust. We're going to skip that part right now, and I'm going to have Cherish work on getting the Yelp and the Google page opened. And while she's working on that, let's move over to the screen 2, making sure it's recording. Got it. All right. All right, first things first. Every time we get a listing, the objective of every single listing is to get the home sold, of course, and then to get more listings from that listing. And there's a couple of key fundamentals that you guys have to think of, that you have to know when it comes to marketing. And I want you guys to write this one down or really burn this one into your brain, that it's not the best brand, product, service that wins in the marketplace. It never is. It's the best known brand, product, or service that ends up winning in the marketplace. And if I were to ask all of you right now, which I've done before, and which is like, what are the top 2 coffee franchises that you can think about? And always one of the top 2 answers is Starbucks, no matter what. It's always one of the top 2, no matter who you ask. Hey, what's the biggest coffee place you can think of, the most popular one? Starbucks is always it. And it may not be the best price, it may not be the best product either. But the fact is, the human brain can only remember 2 to 3 items when it comes to any certain topic. So us as real estate professionals, we have to remember that our objective is to burn our name, burn our face, burn our product, whatever it is that we're doing, into the mind of the consumer. It's extremely important to get our brand, our face, our name in the mind of the consumer. The moment that they can begin connecting your service, the service that you offer, with your name, your face, your brand, you automatically become the authority in their mind. Just like Starbucks. I don't care if you like Starbucks or not. They do an amazing job at branding themselves everywhere. And they're a genius because what they do, not only do they sell this coffee place that you can go and hang out and do all of it, but they also sell merchandise that for some reason women just really love. Like, oh, did you see this new cup I got? I can't begin to explain to you how many cups my wife has and how she just feels like she's collecting a bunch of them. And she's walking around and she's promoting this brand for Starbucks. Again, it's not the best coffee out there, but it's the best known coffee brand that's out there, which is why they continue to win. So you as a real estate agent in that community, it's very important that when you pick up a listing, you have to blitz the mind of the consumer, making sure that the neighbors, the community, the HOA, everyone knows that you're there to play. So how do you maximize that opportunity? When you pick up a listing, how do you maximize and become the best known brand in that marketplace? Well, we've created a few different things, and you guys can see my screen right here. I'm going to show you guys our open house procedure for a quick second so that you guys can see what we do for every single open house. And then after that, I'm going to show you some of the graphics on how we maximize. So once we get this listing from the seller, we get it confirmed. One of the first things we do is we have a website created for that property, a website created for it. And this is where we drive all the traffic to it. Write these things down. The website that you have created needs to have a Google pixel and a Facebook pixel on it. A Google pixel and a Facebook pixel attached to the website. If we can get the rest of the team, Alexis, Evelyn, Steph, get your cameras on, por favor. I know some of you guys can't do it, but let's get the cameras on. Let's get everyone stretched out. Appreciate you guys for adjusting with us. Website needs to be created. And when it gets created, Facebook and Google Pixel. A Facebook and Google Pixel will capture the IP address, and it will also capture the information of the person visiting the site. How many of you have actually gone to like a website for shoes or a store, and then as you're browsing across the web, you guys start to see that service or that product on different sites? On Facebook, you'll see it on the side. On different websites, you'll start to see these things advertising it. It's not magic that did it, it's called a pixel. So now they're starting to retarget you as you move. Your job is to have that single property website. You want to become the Zillow, you want to become the Redfin. That's what I do. I'm the Redfin, I'm the Zillow guy. And I want to make sure I control my traffic. I don't want Zillow taking all my leads. I don't want Redfin taking all my leads. I don't want Yelp taking all my leads. I want to take all my leads. So this, honestly, the coming soon campaign that we do, I'm going to touch on that in a second. Yes, absolutely. It's to the benefit of the seller, but it's also the benefit to me and the team. And this is why it's the benefit. If I can have that listing and expose it before everyone else gets to see it, then I have all the inquiries. I have all of the traffic to the website. I have all the contact info, and now I can retarget them. So number one, quickly get that website created and have a Facebook and Google Pixel associated with that website. Number two, we blast it out to our entire database. So we let everyone on our database, hey, coming soon property, and we send it out to every single person who's ever attended any open house before. We send it out to all of our past clients and all of our current clients. In the body of the email, again, we're having some difficulty with this, so we can't pull everything up. And then my wife is working on it, so if you can just text me the links and I'll open up on the email. Okay, you did? Awesome. Next thing we do is we mail everything out to the database. I want to have my clients have exclusive access to it first. And that's what I tell them in the body of the email. In the email, I say something like this. And again, bear with me because I'm not going to fish for the emails. We had everything prepared and somehow it didn't work out. In the body of the email, the conversation sounds like this. Hey, Anita, I just wanted to say, hey, Anita, it's Gabe again. Hope all is well. Quick update on things. Here's an off-market listing. I know you guys bought a home with us already, but you might know of a friend, family, coworker that's in the market. Here's your opportunity to be the hero. Avoid the bidding war, avoid all the back and forth. We can help them secure this home without any of that. Along those lines, you want to pitch it to your consumer like they're the hero, like they're doing their favor. All of us, you know what's interesting? Human psychology shows us that us as humans, we would rather do a favor. We would rather do more for someone else than we would for ourselves. Think about it. If a friend or family were to come up to you and say, hey, Catalina, can you please help me with this? I'm struggling with this. Can you help me out with that? 99% of us, psychology shows and studies have shown that we're willing to do more for other people than we are for ourselves. That's huge. So if you send an email out to your database with a coming soon listing and you say, hey, can you tell people I'm looking for a buyer? It's a little selfish. But when you say you get to be the hero, you get to let people know, now that client, that consumer feels special. This is why we have to word that message in the ad copy, that it's about them going out there and being the savior, being the hero, being the go-to person. That's what you're hoping to get from the consumer. So in the body of the message, in your email, you're letting them know, hey, just want to give you a quick heads up. I have this listing. If you have any friends, family, or coworkers that are looking to do this, I want you to go ahead and go out there and be the hero. Share with them, let them know. And if they have any interest, connect with me. And people love to be that type of person. All right, additionally, that's the coming soon page on that. All of the traffic gets sent back to the website. And we kind of made that clear in the very beginning. The single property website, all the traffic gets sent back there. The third thing that we do is we create a coming soon campaign across all of our social sites. And we post this on Yelp, Google Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And then if you have all your other social sites, I don't really use Pinterest or any of those other things, but I know a lot of agents who do. But we create a very strong coming soon campaign. The entire team blasts it out. We send it out to the database and et cetera, but it goes across all social media platforms. Again, we send all traffic back to the website. If you go on my Instagram now, you'll see that that's what happens. I'm trying to add these people inside. There we go. What does that look like? So here's some of our graphics for our property. Coming soon. This is kind of an example of the graphic that we create. This is the graphic we create for it. One of the examples, I should say. It's in coming soon status. And this is us promoting that listing, trying to drive massive amounts of traffic out there. The second thing, on the listing presentation, I have the marketing calendar. Can you actually send that to me, please? That'll actually help us out a lot more. Give me a moment. We're going to pull out the calendar of our actual entire marketing plan for the listing, so you guys get an opportunity to see that. Our first round of marketing is called Coming Soon. And again, we're posting the graphics all throughout social media. We're sending an email blast out to everyone. We're posting across all other online platforms as well, Yelp and Google. We drive all the traffic back to the single property website so we can capture all that information and retarget these people afterwards. The second thing that we do is what's called round robin. We call all of the neighbors in the area of that property, and we let them know about the listing coming soon for sale. The third thing that we do when marketing the property is we door knock the area. We go in the area and we knock on the doors just to announce that the listing is coming up. This is a very important notice for all you guys. When you're knocking on that coming soon listing, extremely important. Do not, my opinion, do not go for the sale. Don't close them on that coming soon. Here's why. When you're building relationships with the audience in the neighborhood out there, the last thing that you want to do is go for that hard sell on the first one. You have to build trust and familiarity with them. You have to let them know that you're the expert, but also build that relationship. If someone knocks on your door for the first time and asks you for the sale immediately, in my opinion, in 2023, it might have worked before, but now in this day and age, it's very difficult to get someone closed because of how we've been conditioned as a society. All of us have a BS meter and we close down the moment someone calls us and it sounds like a sales call. So I've trained the sales team here at the Gabe Mendez Group, do not ask for the close on the coming soon campaign. And Stephanie will tell you that. And welcome to everyone else who just joined the training. Nadia, Kat, Simone. We got my boy Alex, good to see you. Christina, Alexis. If you guys can please turn your cameras on, let's get it interactive. Let's get the cameras on, Let's go, team. Love it. Let me know what's in the inbox, just the calendar itself. So the first round of coming soon campaign, and Steph, you can actually, she'll attest to this. We went door knocking on this listing that I'm showing you right now. And I said, don't ask for the sale. Just be the neighborhood real estate agent. The next thing that we do to promote this listing is we do the advertising behind it. So we'll go to the post here. We'll click on, for example, I don't know, we'll just click on a post. Let's see here. Oh, shoot. The internet is glitching, guys, so bear with me for a moment. It's acting really weird. Let's see if I can boost. So we'll click on boost. It'll come up and look something like this. Here's how we boost everything that we do. I'm gonna walk you guys through it. I wanna get more profile visits on all my advertising. This is what we do on our posts. I want more profile visits. I don't want website visitors. I don't want more messages. I want people just exposed to my site, because I know that when I can get them over to my Instagram page, the rest of my feed and my personality on my stories will get them to convert. That's really important. So number one, we're boosting it on social media. On a coming soon campaign, we're boosting it to that. You do have to create a new ad category that you're on housing. So it's going to put some limitations on what you can and can't do. But check this out. Audience details. Automatically it's opened up to all the age range because of the type of stuff that you're doing. But check this out. Here you go to locations and you're going to type in the area that it's in. So we'll type in Whittier, for example. Whittier, Los Angeles City, California. I think this is it. There we go. Whittier, Los Angeles. Depending on how large the city is, I may go larger or I may go shorter. The standard is 15 miles from all of it. You might want to increase that. 22 miles, 30 miles, doesn't really matter. But the point is you get it opened up like this and it drops it right in the middle of Whittier. Detailed targeting. Here's my philosophy, and this is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. I do not niche down on the audience details. I don't say for people who've been looking on Redfin. I don't ask for people who recently inquired for mortgage applications. I don't do that. My objective is to try to blanket as many people as possible. The reason that you're doing that is because the truth is, man, money's young. Money's young these days. There are 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds who made a crap load of money in the crypto space, e-commerce space. The last thing that you want to do is try to target a certain audience. You want your message blanketed across everyone. Now, if the neighborhood's a little smaller and let's just say it's a little more luxury, a little more niche down, then reduce that radius. You don't want too many people exposed because you don't want your dollar going to different locations. The objective right here is to have your people that are in that neighborhood, in that community, seeing you on Instagram and seeing you on Facebook. That's the overall objective. You're going to boost your coming soon campaign to people in that area. All right, let's boom. So we select the audience, confirm it. And then the duration of it. Every single one of my posts that I boost on Instagram is for 30 days. And I do it for $1 per day. So we'll go here. We'll take the $30 and we do it 30 bucks. Oh, what's going on? Oh, bear with me, guys. This thing is acting very. Well, anyways, I can't click on it, so having me some issues right now. What's wrong with this thing, man? All right, there we go. $1 per day. And in the location that I want it, starting immediately, opened up to everyone in my audience around the Whittier location. Getting some background noise. What is it? One moment, folks. Testing. What's going on? Are you guys hearing an echo? You can just, no, you guys can hear the echo? You can hear it? One moment, folks. Testing, testing. Perfect. It was my wife's computer. All right. I want you guys to look on this right-hand side. Look at the estimated daily results. Look at the estimated daily results in Whittier that I'm going to have. And welcome, Veronica. Welcome, Jose, Nadia, Katz. You guys get your cameras on. Let's get the cameras on. Stephanie, cameras on. Alexis, cameras on. Christina, cameras on. Come on. Let's get engaged. There we go. Thank you, Veronica. Good to see you. Thank you. Love the smile. Thanks for jumping on. Let's get the cameras on. Steph, I appreciate you. Let's go. Nadia, thank you. Alexis, Kat, let's get the camera on. Thank you, guys. And the reason I'm encouraging you guys to do this is because of the fact that I'm not here just to teach you something. I'm here to show you what to do because I want you guys to go out there and implement it. And I need you guys to see visually be held accountable to it, making sure that we're getting out there and doing the work. Look at the right-hand side. $1 per day. $1 per day, 89 to 258 accounts per day that I'm going to reach. Link clicks. I'm going to have an approximate 15 to 42 people clicking on my website per day. Let me just do the math on that. What's 89 times 30? $89 times 30 bucks is, here we go. Ready? Look at my camera. Everyone look at the camera. Through those 30 days, I'm gonna have 2,670 people. $30. I promise you, if we go to a fast food restaurant right now and you order lunch for yourself, chances are it's gonna come out over $10, and you got 0 people knowing about your listing when you do that. Here, $30 for the entire month. You'll have over 2,000 people who see your face every single day in that neighborhood, in that community, in that region. They're gonna start seeing your face every single day. And guess what's gonna end up happening afterwards? They're gonna say, hey, you're that guy on Facebook, you're that guy on Instagram. And then when you knock on the door and you said, hey neighbor, here's the coming soon. I just wanted to give you notice that we're listing your neighbor's home for sale. It's not for sale yet, but here's the information. Scan the QR code. It'll take you to the website and it'll XYZ, the conversations like that. Now they see you on Instagram. Now they see you on Facebook. Now they see you on Yelp. Now they see you on Google Business. Now they see you at your front door. The fourth thing that we do on the marketing is we send out postcards to the entire neighborhood. Now I'm in their inbox, email, because I haven't touched on that yet. But now I'm in their mailbox. I'm on their social media when they open their phone. When they open their front door, I'm at the door. And the last thing that we do is we send out an email blast to the entire neighborhood. This is how we do it. Take this one down. I want all of you to contact your title officer. And I want you to tell them that you want the buyer demographics in the area. Write that down. I want you to request the buyer demographics for the people that are in your area. Hey, title, can you please give me all the buyer demographics for the people in the area? You want to know who's living there, their age, their name, and you want their email contact information. Your title will give you that information with all their emails and all their contact info because it's all public information. They'll send everything over to you. You're going to take that email list and you're going to send them an email and saying, hey neighbor, I just want to let you know about this home that's for sale. If you know of anyone, here's your opportunity to choose your neighbor. That's what your email is going to say when you send it out to the neighborhood. Up to this point on our coming soon campaign, let me share my email. I got this. Start and all right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the secret sauce? You guys ready to see it? You guys ready? Here it is. Check it out. Marketing plan. Again, we're having crazy issues with this wind and it's messing up the computer and the internet, so it's a little slow. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we are. Ready? Take a look at this closely. This is just an example of on a property that we did. On the 20th, you have listed coming soon on MLS, coming soon marketing campaign begins. First round of postcards to get mailed out to the neighborhood. 250 postcards get mailed out. We do round robin. You call the entire neighborhood, 250 people. They hear you on the phone. They see you in their mailbox. They see you in your email inbox, and now they see you on social media. This first round of social media advertising begins. On average, the Gabe Mendez group is hitting 80,000 people in that neighborhood, in that group. And we continue that coming soon campaign throughout all of this. Phone call. Phone call coming soon. Coming soon door knock. Coming soon postcard. Coming soon social media advertising. Coming soon email. They should see you on all of those pages 5 times, on 5 different areas, omnipresent marketing. Now you're beginning to build the trust and the familiarity with this person so that the second time when you come back around, they already know you. They're already beginning to know you and they're beginning to like you. After that's finished, we have a second round of marketing. This is called our listing, just active listing campaign. We do the exact same thing when it comes to listing the property active for sale. Here's what we do: postcards, phone calls, door knocking, everything we just discussed. But now we're giving them all the information about the property. Hey, it's this, here's the open houses, XYZ, we're talking about all that stuff. By the time our coming soon campaign and our just listed campaign are finished and we've knocked on the neighborhood, We've talked to all the same neighbors. We sent them thank you cards, $5 Starbucks on the follow-up process when we're doing all that. They've already get to know us, like us, and they're starting to trust us now. Very important on your coming soon campaign and on your just listed campaign, do not ask for the business. Do not ask for the business. Don't go for the close. Don't ask them for their, you might want to ask them for the contact information to follow up, but don't go for the close yet. You'll have a higher opportunity of converting that close after the open house is completed and you go back and you talk about the properties in escrow. This is what happens before it hits the market. Any questions so far? Any questions about our emails, our text messages, phone calls, knocking, the flyer? Any questions on those items?
Gabe,
Yes.
what did you say? What you asked for title? What is that called? The what demographic?
You want your buyer demographics from the title company. You want them to pull all the information, all of the emails, all of the phone numbers, and you're going to take that information, upload it into your email, and you're going to email it out. You could do a little more advertising here. If you have a budget for it, you could target them on Facebook, and you can have Facebook create what's called a lookalike audience. So you're going to have the buyer demographic up. You're going to have that CSV file from title with all the information on it, upload it into Facebook, and then create a lookalike audience. And you're going to tell Facebook, can you show this post to these people and anyone who looks like that demographic of people? And now Facebook is automatically going to go out there and look for those people and put that advertisement in front of them. And you'll begin to build it up a little more that way. Again, everything gets redirected back to your single property website, or everything gets redirected directly to your inbox, your social media inbox. So they should be DMing you directly. You want to be at the point of sale. And again, examples of our coming soon, just listed, in escrow, and then when we sell it. We've already talked about coming soon. We've talked about just listed. Now let's talk about in escrow. When we get the property back into escrow, we're at the neighborhood again, knocking on the doors. How many doors should you be knocking on? If you want to make it very simple for yourself and you don't want to commit a lot of time, but you want to be highly effective, you can use the 10-10-20 rule. 10-10-20, write this one down, 10-10-20 rule. If you're looking at the property directly in front of you, you're going to go 10 doors to the left, 10 doors to the right, and directly behind you, if you were to turn around and your back is now facing the property, you're going to go 20 across, 10 to the left and 10 to the right. That's 10-10-20. And that should be you, the listing agent. And if you're on the sales team, if you want to maximize it, you pick up a listing and it's your team leads or it's a partner, it's one of your agents in the team, you should be out there knocking on those doors and inviting everyone and letting everyone know the status of it. This is for coming soon, just listed, and now we're discussing in escrow. I want to take a moment to talk about the script, the conversation. What is that going to sound like? And I would like for you guys to record it on your phone or listen or watch this back on replay, because again, we had a lot of glitches due to what's going on over here in San Diego with the weather. A lot of our stuff got shut down. We had to reset everything. Anyways, here's the conversation on your coming soon conversation. And I'm going to role play it. So I'm going to knock on the door. They're going to open the door and I'm going to say, hey neighbor, just stopping by to share some information with you. Actually, let me get up and see if I can stand up a little bit. Okay, let's pretend I'm standing up. All right, and let's pretend here is my flyer in my hand. This is the coming soon conversation. So I knock, 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 knock. I take 3 to 4 steps back. I'm not right here on the door. This isn't me right here on the door. This isn't me right here on the door. I'm not face front of the door. I knock, 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 and I take 2 to 3 steps back. And now I'm sitting back here. When the door opens, I'm sitting there with a big old smile on my face, just like this, with my eyes bright. It's not a Chuck E. Cheese smile. I don't look overly happy, right? I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing, right? But I'm smizing. I'm smizing. Fellas who are not single on this call right now. You were successful at closing your wife or your fiance or your girlfriend. So there's a certain level of charisma you got to have. Certain little charisma, right? You got to have your eyes kind of like a smize, have a slight little smile on your face. You know, you're not being weird. Don't be weird. Don't be like, we're not doing that. It's more like this. It's more of a smile, more of a welcoming kind of thing. Charismatic. Be charismatic, a little happy, like you're happy to see them. So this is literally what my face will look like when someone opens the door. Make eyes happy, a little smiles on my face, just like this. Next thing, we're 3 to 4 steps back, and I'm looking like this. As soon as they open the door, I say, "Hi, neighbor. I'm just stopping by to give you some information." And I lean forward. I take one step forward like this. Take one step forward. I'm like, "I'm just stopping by to give you some information about your neighbor's home. We're just listing it for sale. Now pay attention. I'm going to stop and coach you on this." The reason that we're saying I'm just stopping by, because when you say just, when you're talking to someone, you're like, "Hey, I'm just doing this." It almost comes off like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's just that. It's just this." It almost disarms them, because now what's happening is you're not overly aggressive. And in their mind, when you say just, it really takes away from the intensity that a person that they've never met before is at their door. "Hey, neighbor, I'm just stopping by." And look at my face when I'm saying it. Everything that I'm doing in this moment when I'm selling it, my words match my facial expressions. My words match my tonality. So when I'm saying just, it's like, "Hey, neighbor, I'm just stopping by. Want to share some information with you." And then I take one step forward. I'm not in their grill. I don't open the door and "Hey, neighbor." Very weird. Now you're getting into personal space. But if they see that you're 3, 4 steps away from them, they open the door and we say, "I'm just stopping by to share some information with you. We just listed your neighbor's home for sale. It's coming soon on the market." I'm leaning forward. I'm extending my arm fully out. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is extremely important. We're talking about the psyche of human beings and how they operate. You don't want to get directly in their space, AKA their bubble, and they don't know you. So you don't want them to start thinking, are they going to attack me? Is this a setup? Whatever it might be. So I like one step forward like this. "Hi, neighbor. I'm just stopping by to share some information with you. We just listed your neighbor's home for sale." And pay attention to this. This is what I do. We lean over like this and I look at the flyer. I'm like, "It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,000 square foot property. And we're going to be listing it probably for around like $797, somewhere in that price range. And I just wanted to let you know about the home for sale." And I hand it over to them. I didn't say, "Hi, my name is Gabe." I didn't say, "Hi, I'm with EXP." I didn't say any of that stuff. I just said, "Hi, neighbor. I'm just stopping by to share some information with you, letting you know we're listing your neighbor's home for sale. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath square footage." The reason that we do this in psychology, in sales, the reason that we're looking at the flyer and we're pointing our finger at it is because we're guiding their attention. I'm guiding their attention. I need them to be present with what I'm showing them, and I'm giving it to them. The flyer is nothing more than a conversation starter. The flyer is nothing more than a conversation starter. Can you do it with your cell phone? Can you do it with an iPad and have a digital copy of it? Yeah, but it gets a little weird. We have to like lean over, show them that kind of stuff. When you can give them a flyer with your contact information and you can quickly part ways, it's easier that way. And trust me, I'm all about saving the trees and paper. I love that. I'm getting an all-electric car, and I hate being wasteful with this kind of stuff. I don't like it at all. But at the end of the day, my objective is to help you guys make more money. Get a flyer in your hand and get that in their hand. Make sure it's a QR code, all your information on it with that. Okay, chairs, can we send a coming soon flyer so I can show them an example? Thank you. Or Monica, is she on the call? One of them. A coming soon flyer, please. All right, so we hand that over to them and we explain it to them. Then when they take it from your hand, it's important, write it down. It's very important that you take a step back. Now, men, there's a way that you should be standing when you're talking to a lady versus you're talking to a man. Let's use this as an example. Let's see, who do we have right now? We got Jacoby on the line. All right, Jacoby, if I walk up to your door right now and you have no idea who I am, and I don't have any sales training whatsoever, and I'm right here in your face, squared off with you like this, open chest, eye to eye with you, and I'm talking to you directly in your face like, "Hey, Jacoby, what's up, man? I got this property for sale." How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel when I'm squared off with you like this, with my chest wide open, and my hands are kind of hanging down with the flyer in my hand, and I'm kind of just making direct eye contact with you? How does that make you feel as a man? Be honest.
A little threatened.
Thank you. Boom. End of story. A little threatened. So men, when you're talking to another man at the door, you need to have that room from them. And at the same time, you need to tilt your shoulders. Tilt your shoulders, tilt your waist. You should never be chest up with another guy. What do men do when they fight? What happens in a boxing ring? What happens when they have them go and they're taking those photos? It's chest up and it's chin like this. Don't do that. He feels threatened. So as men, tilt our shoulders and we're talking to the guy like this sideways. So this way they don't feel that's threatened. Men, when you're talking to women, very important that your hands are above your waist. Men, when you're talking to women, it's very important that your hands are above your waist and your palms are up when you're speaking to them. Palms are up. We're talking about like high level sales psychology here. We're talking about little cues that subconsciously the consumer is unaware of. The reason that we have our hands up, what entity of authority tell you to put your hands up to make sure that you're not being harmful or that you don't have anything that will harm them? What entity? Go ahead, drop it in the chat or say it out loud. What entity?
Police.
Police.
Law enforcement. Yeah, police.
Law enforcement. Law enforcement. They will literally tell you, hands up. Hands up. Because they want to make sure that you're not a threat. Psychologically, your consumer's thinking the exact same thing and they don't even know it. Here's the problem. It's subconscious. They're not even aware of the fact of that. So when you're talking to them, men, you're speaking to women, your hands need to be above your waist and your palms need to be up. I like to clasp my hands like this when I'm talking to someone. So it looks like this. Hi, I'm having a conversation like this. Hey, I just wanted to let you know. And I never fully extend my arm over to them. Hey, I just want to let you know it's here. And my tonality is masculine, but my gestures are a little soft. Very important when you're door knocking with these people that you're showing them that I'm not a threat. Because if I'm not talking to you with any words and I'm just looking at my body, this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Versus my hands are down here and I'm not smiling with you. It's like, yo, what are your hands doing down there? Very conscious of all these things. By the way, is going to the psychology aspect of all this, is it helpful? I know I went down a little rabbit hole, but is this helping you guys kind of understand? Drop in the chat. Is it helping you guys understand like, yo, I had no idea that I had to be this conscious of my body language. I had no idea I had to be this conscious of distance and all that stuff. Is it helping you? Let me know in the chat. Otherwise, if it's not helping you, I'm going to bounce out of this topic really quick because I felt like we needed to go into this and help you guys out. Yes, very important. Okay, perfect. Literally the most, okay, awesome. Appreciate you guys on the feedback on that. Handle the flyer, that's the conversation. And here's the last thing you have to say in your script when you're talking to the person. Here's the flyer right there. I got that here for you. And by the way, this is literally what I say. And by the way, actually, you know what? I didn't ask you for your name. My apologies. What's your name? Or what is your name? What's your name? And I ask it like that intentionally. Oh, you know what? Pardon me. I actually didn't ask you for your name. What is your name? Okay, got it. Christina. My name is Gabe Mendez. Pleasure to meet you. And depending on the personality type, I might fist bump them. I might shake their hand, or I might not even do anything at all. I might even just stay back and say, Christina, pleasure to meet you. Hey, Christina, I actually have to go get back. I told the homeowner that I would walk around the property and begin promoting, walk around the community and help promote their listing for sale. So I'm gonna head out of here, but I do wanna let you know, you'll probably see me next week to invite you out to the open house. So expect a knock on your door again about the next 7 days. Sound good? So like, yeah, sounds good. Awesome. If you have any questions, by the way, Christina, go ahead. My contact information is on there. Let me know if you have any questions about that. In sales, you must always set the expectation that they're going to hear from you again. Hey, I'm going to check back in with you in about 7. Hey, expect me to be back in your door in about 7 days. I'm going to invite you to the open house and you can send the invitation out to a few people. Sound good, Christina? Awesome. Have a good day. Chat with you later. Bye. Now Christina's like, wow, he was sweet. It was a valuable conversation. And now I'm starting to know, like, and then when I told the line about, I promised the homeowner that I was going to get back to promoting the sale of their property, in their head, they're like, wow, this agent is working for that homeowner. And in their mind, if they're considering selling and after you build a relationship with them, they're like, that's my go-to guy. You're going to have that conversation on coming soon. When you have the open house, hopefully you've used your CRM, you wrote down all their information, the address. So when you go back to the door again, 1-2 weeks later, based on the marketing campaign that I showed you, You're gonna go back on there, knock on the door, and you're gonna say the exact same thing. Hey, Christina, it's Gabe. Happy Tuesday. How's it going? Again, based on the personality type. If they're a D, I wouldn't have that conversation. And I definitely will have that conversation. An S, maybe not so flamboyant, and definitely a C, way more toned down. Depending on the personality, if you're going to approach them a little differently. But let's talk about if we're talking to a high I personality, an amiable, someone who likes to be the life of the party. Hi, Christina. Happy Tuesday. It's Gabe again. Hey, I told you I'd be back. How was your weekend, by the way? Awesome. Hey, well, anyway, don't want to take too much of your time. Here's the flyer. We're having the grand opening this weekend, and I wanted to personally invite you. Do you happen to know of any friends, family, or coworkers that are looking to move into the area? And chances are they're always going to say no. They're always going to say no. And that's okay. I appreciate you thinking about it. But just to let you know, this is your opportunity to pick your neighbors. This is your opportunity to pick your neighbors. So do me a favor, send this information out to anyone that you might know is looking to move into the area, and I'll see you this weekend. Sound good? Awesome, Christina. See you later. Oh my gosh, you have a little dog, whatever. Build a relationship from there. This is the second time that they've seen you. Now they know you. Now they're starting to know you, and they're beginning to like you. The last factor is trust. Trust. And trust comes from, anyways, we'll talk about that a little later. This is how we're building trust now. Open house happens. They walk into the open house. You have Christina, what's up? It's Gabe. How are you guys doing? Now you can shake the hand. Now that body-to-body contact is made. Now all of those neurons in the brain get stimulated, and that touch factor comes into play. Psychologically speaking, now you've solidified that relationship even more. Now they get to know you more. My gosh, how is this? How is that? You building relationship? Let me show you around the property. Take them around the house. Again, we're talking about how to maximize your listing to get more listings out of the property. Once they're done with the open house, maybe you capture the information, maybe you don't, whatever it is. Here's what you tell them at the open house before they leave. Hey, Christina, I can't tell you where the offers are at right now or where they're going to come in at, but what I will do is I'm going to stop by your place once we get into the contract, and I'll give you a heads up so you know about it first. Sound good? Awesome. Second thing that you're going to talk about when it's at the open house, you're going to ask them about the model of their home. Which model do you guys have? Is it 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom model? When did you guys buy it? You're going to ask these selling questions, so now you're gathering more information. Oh, no way, you guys have the 3-bedroom model? And how long have you guys owned it? Oh, you guys bought it back then. Wow, you bought it at a really good time. Congratulations on that. You're not asking the selling question yet. You're gathering information from this homeowner organically over time. And here's the beautiful thing. It doesn't require more time for you to gather this information because you're organically making these outbound opportunities, but you're building them in the pipeline. So before they leave that open house, make sure that you let them know you're going to stop by the house again with updates on the offer to keep them aware of the market and start asking about their property. What model is yours? That is my favorite question to ask them in the community. Which model do you have? And they'll tell you, oh, it's a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, XYZ. No way. When did you buy it? Oh, wow, you guys bought it at an amazing time. No selling questions. Do you have any plans on moving in the near future? Any of that stuff, because you're going to see them again in a few more days. Then comes the in escrow once the offer gets accepted on that point. Let me recap for everybody. So far up to this point, we've talked about digital advertising with how it looks online. Now we're talking about the in-person interactions with everybody. Okay, so just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Next is the in escrow. Same thing. Knocking on the doors one more time. Christina, it's Gabe. Hey, good seeing you guys on Sunday. And how was your son? How was your daughter? Because they either came with the family or they told you they were going to go out to lunch that day. They told you about their weekend plans, right? This is the stuff that you should be doing as a salesperson anyways, building rapport. You go back to your CRM, you update your CRM. Before you go door knocking, you review your entire CRM to make sure you know who you're talking to. And then you go back out there. Hey, Christina, again, body, hands are up here. Hey, Christina, how was dinner that weekend? No way, what did you guys end up getting? Awesome. Oh, here's what I do. Ready? Pay attention to this carefully. I play the role of being so focused on that conversation that I forgot the whole reason I was even there. So it looks like this. Hey, Christina, what's up? Happy Thursday, whatever it is, right? Happy this. Hey, by the way, how was dinner that day? No way, you guys didn't. Did you guys try that restaurant that I was telling you about? Oh, you guys need to make sure you got there. And this is what I do next. Oh, sorry about that. Totally forgot the reason I'm even here. Hey, I wanted to let you know we got your neighbor someone to escrow. Congratulations. Like, I'm her friend now. And my tonality drops. Like, it's almost a secret. Now look at all of you guys right now. Everyone look at the cameras. Look at everyone else. This is what everyone did. All of you guys did this when I changed my tonality. You guys were all doing this. All of you leaned forward a little bit and your eyes got squinty, and all of you leaned in and focused on what I was trying to tell you. That's the psychology of sales. So when I drop my tonality, oh, I completely forgot what I was doing here. Guess what? We got your neighbor's home into escrow. Here's the flyer with the information on it. A third touch at that point. And you let them know, okay, so look, you can't tell anyone else. This is between us. But we did get into contract over asking price. And you stop and you sound excited about it. We got into contract for 800,000. And you stop there and you wait for the reaction. If they react like, wow, 800K, then you know they're somewhat interested and you build off that excitement. If they go something like, oh, cool, 800K, then you ask them this question next. Like, oh, were you expecting more? Did you think it was going to sell for less? Find out, gauge where they're at. I was hoping it was going to sell for this much. I thought it was going to sell for more. I'm surprised it sold for less, whatever the conversation is at that point. But you're asking one of those two things to gauge where they're at. I just got your home into escrow. Congratulations. And then you wait. Oh my gosh, the 800,000? Isn't that amazing? I know, right? And didn't you say you have the larger model? Yeah, see, that means yours is probably worth about maybe 10 to 20, 30,000 more dollars than this one is. And we got it sold the first weekend. Having this conversation, listen carefully, because this is where we go for the close. Hey, by the way, Christina, I had a quick question for you. If you guys were to move, where would you guys end up moving to next? Well, we've been talking about it. Now you can ask for the closing question because you've been making deposits into the relationship. You cannot go to your bank and withdraw money unless you made a deposit. You cannot go to your prospect. Here's my philosophy. I cannot go to my prospect, ask for a withdrawal from a relationship that I've never made a deposit into. But you made deposits on the coming soon. You made deposits on the just listed. You made deposits on the open house. Now you can ask for the withdrawal. Now you've earned it. So now your whole posture changes because you've been adding value to this conversation for such a long period of time. Now you can go ahead and ask for it. Hey, so Christine, I'm just curious. If you guys were to move, when would you move to? Where would you move next? Oh, we would move over here. And then you go down your sales questions. Would you guys be upsizing or downsizing? How many bedrooms? How many baths? Okay. Well, hey, Christina, let me ask you this question. If my team and I can help you sell this home, and these are my hands, if my team and I can help you sell this home at the top of the market right now and help you transition into my hand, right? Look at my hands. This is all neuro-linguistic programming I'm teaching you right now. And if we can help you guys sell your home at the top of the market right here, and now I'm taking them to their motivation. I'm taking them to their motivation and get you guys into that 3-bedroom, 2-bath in this area. Would you guys consider your move sooner rather than later? Look at my head. Would you guys consider your move sooner rather than later? And I'm nodding my head up and down like this. Yes. Would you consider it? I'm not saying, do you guys want to sell? I'm not asking a very aggressive question. Would you consider the move sooner? If I can do this and get you this, would you consider the move sooner rather than later? Yeah, I would. Okay, let's do this. Let's find out how much your home is worth, and I'll come up with a value. Then we'll get you in contact with a mortgage broker, see how much you can qualify for. And maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. At that point, their guards come down, because now what you told them without telling them is you told them, I don't care if this works out or not. I don't care about the sale. I'm just here to do it. And I'm not going to push you to do it. This is all for you. When I say to them, maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, I'm telling you, it's up to you. I'm not really going to care about it. And I'm not going to be aggressive about it. Let's just get you the information. That's what they're hearing subconsciously. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't at that point. And then after you do that, here's what you do next. You have your little notebook and your pen with you because you're out there door knocking, you're canvassing the neighborhood. Christina, what's your phone number? 619, right? So everyone pay attention, everyone focus, look. This is literally what I'm doing. Okay, so maybe it works out when you do that. Sound good? Like, yeah, that sounds good. Awesome. Okay, what's your number? I look down at the paper with my pen and I do this. What's your number? 619-858. I will start the area code in the area that we're in. I will start the area code and start reciting that first. And then they'll come after that. They'll say, no, oh, actually it's 123. Oh, 123, okay. And now they have a higher probability of giving you the number because it's called an assumption close. I'm assuming that it's going to happen. An assumptive close. I'm assuming it's going to happen. What's your number? 619, blah, 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 and I write it all down. Okay, great. And what's your loan balance? And again, I'm still looking down at the piece of paper. Okay, and what's your loan balance? Got it. All right. And Christina, what's your comfortable monthly max budget? Like if I found you the perfect home, what's the absolute max you're willing to spend per month? This much right there. Okay, great. And what's your availability typically? Mornings or afternoons? You're getting all the information right there, and then you schedule the appointment tentatively. Okay, would Saturday at 4 o'clock work for a quick 15-minute conversation on the phone? Yeah, Saturday at 4:15 would work. Awesome. So look, and then I stop, take the information, I look at them and say, hey, before I even look at the house or anything, let's just run some preliminary numbers. Let's just run some preliminary numbers. After that, if it works out, we'll schedule a time for you to come by, look at the house. I'll tell you how much it's worth, how much you can really net, and we'll start moving down the steps. Sound fair? She's like, oh yeah, it sounds fair. It's amazing. Awesome, cool. I'll see you. I'll probably stop by sooner. I mean, because if we get the home sold, I'll let you know what it actually closes at for the appraisal and stuff like that. But I'll see you on Saturday at 4:15. Sound good? Awesome. All right, Christina, have a good day. Bye. Now you built the relationship. You've made deposits. You've made the withdrawal. You set the appointment, and now you've had another listing come from the other listing. You do what I teach you to do. You do what I just taught you to do in combination with marketing across these platforms using this right here, advertising on all of the pages. Let me move this out of the way. Gosh, what's going on with this thing? Okay. In combination with your advertising, one more time, everyone look at the screen. $1 per day on my coming soon campaign. I do $1 per day on my just listed. I do $1 per day on my escrows, and I do $1 per day for 30 days on my just sold. If the average comes out to the same, which is 89 times 30, and we said that was 2,670 people times 4 posts, look at the numbers. 10,680 people in that neighborhood will see my face week after week after week on that. The neighborhood will see me, the community will see me, my email dash, and we're doing the same thing on emails and everything else. Hey neighbors, on the email, just want to let you know about that property that we told you about. We just got it into contract at this price. Congratulations on that. Just sold. Email my database again. This is how we're picking up listing after listing with just one listing at a time. We're not going out there and creating new, we're creating new opportunity, and we're maximizing on the opportunities that we have right now. Okay, we're right at 12:02. We start on time, we end on time. I'm going to open this up the last couple of minutes, 3 minutes for questions. Let's get some clarifying questions. How can we help you guys maximize your listings? How can we help you get some more business right now? What questions on the top of your head? Let's open it up. And I'm going to start looking at the chat. This is amazing. Thank you. This is literally the most valuable training I ever got. Perfect. Okay, no questions I see yet. Any questions that we have? Maybe you have a listing, or maybe you have a conversation, something you need help clarifying. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Forever hold your peace. Maybe you guys a minute. I know it's weird. Sometimes when I have like all these questions that I want to ask someone, and I'm like, oh, I need help with this, I need help with this. And then we get the opportunity to ask, it's like your mind completely goes blank. Like, what happened? I don't know why that happened. It's so weird. I see all of us trying to contemplate and think. I'm gonna think with you guys. Let's see. I don't have any questions for myself. Yeah, I can't ask myself anything. So
you're funny, Gabe. Hey, so I just want to mention something, or I just want to say something, is that I feel like this training was so good, especially for people that have been in the business for maybe a year or longer and have been with previous brokerages, because now with this, I'm realizing that I have a lot of habits that I learned of door knocking that I have to undo. So it's not only like we're learning all this stuff, but you have to undo certain habits that are harming you and not getting you business and not making your door knocking or cold calling or whatever as effective.
Love that.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Okay,
No.
let me see. Don't know what happened right there. Here we go. You guys can hear me again. Perfect. Can you hear me? Awesome. Do me a huge favor, all of you guys, please pull out your phone. Can you guys tell me what was your biggest takeaway from today's training? What was the one thing that stood out to you the most? Drop it in the chat, blow up the chat. I want to know, what was your number one takeaway? You were like, whoa, I didn't even think about that. Man, that was so helpful. Drop it in the chat. What was the number one takeaway that you guys had? And as you guys are doing that, I've sold 4 months ago at 1.425, farming the area with door knocking flyers, but it's mostly tenant leads coming in, which is Veronica, which is why you want to talk to your title officer and find out the owner occupied properties and the non-owner occupied properties. What are they? Let's drop in the chat, guys. And Alex says, do you have a preferred time to go door knocking? Depends on the neighborhood, man. So I like 4 to 6 in the evening because everyone's coming home at that time. You might want to try the morning too, though. But for me, always throughout my career, has always been 4 to 6. People who are working at 7 a.m., 8, 9 in the morning, they typically come home around 3, 4, 5, and 6. The way door knocking is coming soon. Yeah, appreciate that. Come on. And let me ask you guys another question. Below in the chat, was this helpful? Did it help you guys give you some clarity, some focus on how the conversation should happen? Was it helpful on the body language and tonality? Was it helpful to see that, dude, you can maximize on one listing and end up picking a lot more listings up out of it. You can pick up 3, 4, 5 listings. And now this isn't even a cold touch. It is systematically how you're going to get someone to know you, like you, and then trust you. Does it make you feel more comfortable? Like now with the idea of going out there and door knocking, like, wow, my anxiety's down. I don't feel the pressure of having to close them every single time. Are you guys feeling like, blow it up in the chat? Let me know, like, how is it? Was it good? Was it helpful? Are you guys feeling that? I'm hoping so. My main focus is to make sure that one thing only, is that you guys earn more money this year and close more deals. That is it. All I care about is you guys earning more money, closing more deals. So do me a huge favor. Huge favor. I want you guys to all pull out your phones really quick. We're going to take one group photo. We're going to post it together on social media. We're going to tag each other. We're going to be smiling. Cameras on, everybody, cameras on. Here we go. I'm going to take a photo. Here we go, everyone. Get your gear on. Smile, brush your teeth really fast. Here we go. I'm going to tag all of you guys. Let's go. Ready? 1. Everyone bring your phones out. Everyone bring your phones out. Get ready to take a screenshot. Here we go. Ready? 1. Take a picture. Here we go. 2 and 3. Perfect on that stuff. Hey, listen, guys, thank you guys so much for the opportunity to train all of you today. Take that picture, post it on social media, tag us, tag everyone, and show everyone the value of this community, what we got going on. I want to remind you guys of something. This is not a EXP versus real thing. This is a market, a real estate market where people are so used to being competitive. Not anymore. Let's collaborate. Let's all help each other grow. There's a new way of doing business. And the only way that we're going to encourage people to come help us is by showing them the fruits of what we're learning. So with that said, you guys have a healthy, happy, productive day. We'll see you guys on the next training. If you have any more questions, send me a direct DM. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Thank you, guys.